What does the future hold for the Iraqi dinar? It's a question on the minds of investors, economists, and everyday Iraqis. As the nation rebuilds, will its currency rise from the ashes? Let's dive into the predictions and economic outlook for the Iraqi dinar between 2025 and 2030. First, let's talk about the bedrock of Iraq's economy, oil. Over 90% of the government's revenue comes from black gold. This means global oil prices have a massive impact on the national budget and, by extension, the dinar's value. While Iraq has made strides in boosting production and attracting foreign investment, major hurdles like corruption and a heavy reliance on imports still stand in the way. For the dinar to truly strengthen, these are battles the government must win. So, what's the plan? The Central Bank of Iraq, or CBI, is making moves. They're modernizing banking systems, stocking up on gold, and building up foreign exchange reserves. These aren't just small tweaks. They're part of a grand strategy to stabilize the currency and win back public trust. By 2030, the CBI aims to create a more stable dinar, possibly through better exchange rate controls or even by introducing a digital dinar. These reforms could make Iraq's financial system a much more attractive place for international capital. Now, for the million-dollar question, will there be a revaluation, or RV? You've probably seen the online chatter. Some people are betting on a dramatic overnight spike in the dinar's value, but most experts see a different path. Instead of a sudden leap, they predict a gradual appreciation. Think of it more like a slow and steady climb, not a rocket launch. The CBI has already shown it prefers a controlled approach. So any increase in value will likely mirror the economy's real, tangible improvements. To make that happen, Iraq needs to break its addiction to oil. The government has laid out ambitious plans, similar to other Vision 2030 projects in the region, to develop sectors like agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing. If these plans bear fruit, we could see consistent GDP growth, giving the dinar more credibility in regional trade. Global players like the IMF and the World Bank are also pushing for these long-term reforms, which could pave the way for a stronger currency by the end of the decade. We also can't ignore the global stage. The world is changing with the rise of alliances like BRICS and a growing movement towards de-dollarization. If Iraq starts trading its oil in other currencies or joins a new payment system, it could lessen its dependence on the US dollar. This could boost demand for the dinar regionally. But it's a double-edged sword that needs careful management to avoid economic risks. Let's talk tech. By 2028 or 2029, we might see Iraq exploring a central bank digital currency, a digital dinar. This isn't science fiction. Many countries are already heading in this direction. A digital currency could help fight money laundering, bring more people into the formal banking system, and give the central bank tighter control over the money supply. If done right, this innovation could make the dinar a much more modern and adaptable currency. Of course, none of this matters if inflation runs wild. High import costs and volatile oil prices can quickly erode the dinar's purchasing power. The CBI's main job will be to keep inflation in check, likely by balancing interest rates and foreign reserves. If they can keep annual inflation below 5% and manage the exchange rate, the dinar will naturally appreciate as the economy becomes more resilient. So, what's the final verdict for 2025 to 2030? In the short term, expect stability but no fireworks. The economy will still lean heavily on oil, but banking reforms will continue. By mid-decade, around 2027, we might see a digital dinar pilot and more foreign investment flowing in. Looking ahead to 2030, if all goes well, we could see an Iraq with stronger regional trade ties, a more diversified economy, and a dinar that's gaining recognition. In conclusion, the dinar future is tied to Iraq's ability to reform, diversify, and stabilize. A sudden revaluation seems unlikely, but a steady, controlled appreciation is a very real possibility. If the country stays on its current path, the dinar could become a powerful symbol of Iraq's recovery and economic strength by the end of the decade. The road ahead isn't easy, but there's genuine reason for optimism. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the global economy. See you in the next video.